collateral murder, double tapping the first responding emergency services, and also the journalists from Reuters who had been there to report upon the first strike. Julian Assange is held here at HMP Belmarsh for the past 18 months, isolated, denied his human rights and denied his legal rights. A misrule of law, an abuse of our freedoms from arbitrary arrest and torture, the right to free speech and freedom from arbitrary arrest. Is there a problem?
Yes, you want private property.
Private? Private or Crown? Private or Crown?
Dave. Gentlemen, it's nice to see you again. How are you? Are you well? Right, we're here to do speeches to inform the people in Woolwich and those within HMP Belmarsh of what's happening to Julian Assange. We are going to do some speeches, we're going to have some chanting, then we will go exit from this angle while we inform some of the detainees of what's happened to Julian Assange. We are here to claim this public space, a common land for the rights of free speech and the rights of Julian Assange. Thank you. Yes, I know, you're very polite, very nice man. Me too. We'll be here when the speech finishes and when we make our way to the exit over there. Indeed, yes. We've occupied this space for Julian Assange and to raise awareness among the residents of Woolwich and the detainees and staff of HMP Belmarsh. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time. Julian Assange is held within this prison due to a misrule of law, a denial of his legal and his human rights, and we are here today in support of free speech, the right to a fair trial, freedom from arbitrary arrest and torture, and for those who have persecuted and prosecuted Julian Assange, we demand accountability. Our leaders, our military, our judiciary, parliament and the executive of Alexander Boris Topifel Johnson are accountable for not just the treatment of a journalist and publisher in the UK, an Australian citizen, but also for the criminality of our military industrial complex, our support for the US and NATO allies in their foreign wars of occupation, economic sanction, proxy invasion and resource capture that WikiLeaks and Julian Assange have exposed. If you want to know the truth, we have today the supporters of Julian Assange who have come from near and from afar to express their disgust and horror at English criminal justice that is punitive, a misrule of law, and denies our rights for 800 years to be free from arbitrary arrest and torture, to have the right to a fair trial, and in Julian Assange's case, the right of habeas corpus. We demand to see the defendant, the detainee. We demand proof of life that Julian Assange is not being harmed, and the evidence we have received is that within this prison, in the London Borough of Woolwich, the UK are engaged in torture. On Monday, the US vs Julian Assange show trial continues for his extradition to the US of A. And please, if you can be there, and tell your friends and supporters that Julian Assange's extradition marks the end of our right to a free press, an end to an open and transparent government scrutinised by a free press. And today we demand the release of the Australian hostage, Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange!